Namaste, Miranam. Professor Hay, Apsi Milker, Kushi Way. I feel like I missed something. I don't know. Maybe. Well, we're going to watch a video from Psycho Traveler, and it's about India as we are getting closer and closer to going to India. We have my son. There's going to be a big event here, I should say, without saying what it is. So we kind of got to make sure we save for that, and then India. So I'm guessing for years, I'm guessing. But it's getting closer, and we are making preparations for it. And one of the things I like to do is watch the travel blogs, so I can get an idea. We will be going to Vizag, because that's where all the cool people are. And we will be wandering around Vizag. You will find me at the Novotel, hanging out, drinking cocktails on the beach, and maybe roughing up the police. I may interrogate the police like they do in the movies, slap them around. What do you think? I'm kidding. I really wouldn't do that. I don't know where we're going to stay at, but my friend has family there, and he is from there, and his wife has family there. So we're going to try to go as families, like family vacation, which would be pretty cool. So let's take a look at Psycho Traveler.
Alright guys, let's jump straight into the continuation of this India travel tips series. Today I'm going to be trying to bust some myths and misconceptions that travelers have. Oh, by the way, if you can hear her humming, it's this. She's having a moment. I want to bust some myths and misconceptions people have about India, because I know that I heard so many rumors, so many things about India, and then when I got there I was like, this is just a load of crap. So I wrote down my own notes of what I found, but I also went to Twitter, Facebook, and the community tab, and Instagram to ask you guys, like, if you haven't been to India, what have you heard? What are some of the misconceptions and kind of rumors you'd heard about India? Because it's so not fair, and I touched on this in my last video about how safe is India for a woman to travel alone to, and I will link that up for you. The Western media certainly does like to portray India as this massive, huge slum that's, we're gonna get into it. May I add a disclaimer at the start
Maybe
of this?
the British, but America
this is just
doesn't.
going off my experience, what I experienced on my month trip in India recently, and I'm not saying that I am completely correct. This is just from what I've experienced, what I've seen, what I've heard, everything. Okay, so that's my disclaimer. Okay, I'm gonna not even beat around the bush. The one thing that I kept hearing and always heard about India was that women in India will lift up their saris and shit in the street. Everywhere. That's a big one. And then when I asked on social media, so many people said the same thing. The Indians shit in the street. I never saw that. The only thing that I saw doing its business in the street was the cows. And to be honest, even that, it wasn't everywhere. It is kind of crazy to think that that's the first thing people hear, that first rumor, that first myth.
I've never heard that.
That there are no toilets and everyone just shits in the street. And let's move on to toilets, shall we? Another myth that is very popular is that every toilet in India, if it's not the street, is a hole in the ground. And those are very popular across Asia, where like the squatting toilets, hole in the ground. I experienced in a month of traveling, I think I had to use 2 squatty, hole in the floor toilets in India. That, in a month, that is less than what I have used in the same period of time in Thailand, Vietnam, and Cambodia. India has Western toilets, and I was super happily surprised that most places, even the smallest of train stations, have Western toilets. You don't have to worry about that if that's what's concerning you. Another expectation, Delhi is filthy. All of it. Do you know how big Delhi is? It's massive. And it's all filthy. And this is one thing that I touched upon, especially like on Instagram and in my Delhi vlogs. By the way, I will link the whole playlist of all my vlogs from India. The Delhi is disgusting, and it's all old. And the thing is, Delhi, you've got old Delhi and you've got new Delhi. And what really annoyed me is that when I got there, I realized, wow, all these vloggers I've been watching, and bloggers and Instagrammers only show old Delhi. That's why I did a video specifically entitled Showing You Both Sides of Delhi. The old Delhi is crazy. Like, it is, wow. There are very dirty parts of old Delhi. It's crazy, it's wild, there's a massive culture shock when you get there. I really enjoyed old Delhi, but it is a lot. But that's not all Delhi has to offer. Delhi has huge shopping malls, it has beautiful park areas, it has like crazy street art. Oh, I can't remember the name, but I will link it up. I did all vlogs, and there is some beautiful, like really, really modern parts of Delhi. Like, I would say the majority of, like, we're talking like the city now, like, not the outskirts, is super modern. I was so taken aback because when you watch like loads of vlogs or read blog posts or look at photos, the only thing you ever bloody see of Delhi, no offense, is old Delhi, and that's great. And it's very photogenic and it's very different from what Westerners. So I get why people want to show that, but that's not the only thing that Delhi has to offer. So I was kind of pissed off and also pleasantly surprised that, you know, it's got a beautiful mix. That's why I kind of like Delhi. You can go and have that crazy culture shock experience of going to old Delhi, and it's like you want to just look at everything, so much going on, but you have just such beautiful places and no one shows them. So no, not all of Delhi is like...
She's British. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. Let's go and have a revolution against her. You and me, India. For the people. I'm kidding. I am of British descent, so I can make fun of the British. It's like black people saying the N-word. I can just do it. It's my cultural appropriation. I don't... What am I going to expect my trip? Now, my friends try to warn me. It's going to be different. And I say different how, right? Because I'm going to YZAG. How is it going to be different? Well, they say, this is what my friends tell me, my Indian friends, and I kind of get a sense of it from the comments when you guys were watching our home video on the outside of the property, what you were saying. The first thing that will be, that I think, okay, let me just kind of paraphrase this. Here's what I think is going to be, is I don't know if we're going to land in YZAG. I'm guessing we would. But here's the thing that I think. I think where I live at is kind of newer. And so there's zoning. And zoning means that you can only put certain things by certain things. So you can't just have a house and then build a chemical plant and then, you know, a school next to a liquor store. They kind of say, okay, this is all residential. That's all you can put in there. Maybe you can put in like a convenience store or, you know, a dry cleaner or something like that. But that's it. You want to build a chemical plant? It's over there. It's over in the industrial section. So I'm guessing I would probably notice zoning in India first. Is probably like, you know, and I could be completely wrong. So I'm probably going to notice that. I'll probably notice the condition of the roads and the driving habits, I think, of the indigenous people there. I read the comments about when I complain about traffic, about how that's not traffic at all. And what was one of my favorite comments said, there were two of them from that video. One was, the roads look like butter, and I would drive my SUV like a rocket. Ooh, that cracks me up. So I'm guessing the amount of people and how traffic is handled, because somebody told me too in one of the comments that Indian traffic is like ants to an ant hill, just everywhere. Everybody's doing their own thing on the highway, which was probably good, and just be like, oh. I don't, you know, as far as toilets go, I don't. That's never crossed my mind that there wouldn't be toilets. I mean, I suppose if you get in the rural areas, but in America, you can go rural areas and not have toilets. And I don't think that kind of stuff is going to be that much of a surprise to me because I come from a really poor family. Like, there's a documentary called American Hollow that the Kennedys did about my family. And when I would go visit them in the mountains of Kentucky, West Virginia, people didn't. You went outside to go to the bathroom, right? You had They called them outhouses, and basically was, a squatty idea. Basically, peeing in a hole or whatnot, doing your business in a hole. But they put a little shed around you, so you had some privacy, I guess. And people were taking bucket baths. I mean, so that's not going to. And I was a kid, so I don't think that would surprise me if I see that. But I don't think Wyzag will be like that. I think Wyzag, and I love, like, I think it was Ani said, dude, that's like a little town, man. Little town? Where you go in there? There's nothing there. And, but it's 2 million people, which is bigger than what I'm used to, right? So I want to go to Wyzag, and I want to meet my friend's family. Maybe Hyderabad, maybe. I don't know. I got some friends in Hyderabad. When I first started doing, radio podcasting, most of my listeners were in Hyderabad, I always was like, that's Hyderabad. I mean, we're just doing stuff. So I have no idea what the connection is. But I think I'm anticipating people maybe trying to rip me off because I'm a foreigner. And charging me 4 times whatever the going rate is, and I'm anticipating that. I'm anticipating possibly sticking out like a sore thumb because of my whiteness. I'm anticipating that people may stare, especially as we take a video and do videos of being in India. That people may look, it may draw attention. I'm anticipating friendliness, I think, from hotel staff. I'm anticipating good service, I think. I'm anticipating culture shock when it comes to the food. Like mashed potatoes is pretty spicy for me. And I had Indian food. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had Indian food with my friend Bill at the time. And we said, that was the first time I had Indian. And some of it was hot. Like the naan bread, we got spicy naan bread. And the bread was hot to my mouth. And people were making fun of me in the restaurant because I was like, ooh. So I think there will be a culture shock with that. I've been warned not to eat the street food because my stomach isn't used to that style of cooking. And I could get, I could get a little stomach sickness from it. Even my friend from India said that, he would have to wait, kind of ease back into just going to street vendors and eating the food off that because it's going to be such a complete different shock. I'm anticipating wonder. I'm anticipating marveling at India. I think Wyzag, is the poor man's Hawaii. It is cheaper to go to Wyzag and spend the week than it is to go to Hawaii, which is an American state. So I'm anticipating coming back with good memories. I mean, if I could have my way, I would buy a place in Wyzag and I would travel back and forth between America and India. That would be my plan. Would I go north? Assam maybe. I would like to go northeast. But I don't know. I don't. Do I see myself like going to Mumbai? Maybe if I was like secret superstar and I had to go to Mumbai to meet Amir Khan and sing a song for him, maybe. But I don't know, man. I'm kind of I like quiet, and I think Mumbai would just freak me out, dude. I think I would just be like, where are all these people? Where are they coming from? There's too many people here. Like, and I think Wyzag would be a nice entry point for me. I'm curious to exploring. If I could live in, if I could, right? If we're just going to do make believe and pretend, I would live in Wyzag. I would live in Wyzag, and hang out in Wyzag. But whatever. coulda, woulda, shoulda. You know, I got things here, you know, family here. I can't just leave them. But I'm very intrigued by it. I'm very, very intrigued by it. A lot of people say go to Goa, go to Goa. I don't want to see drunk white people. I get plenty of drunk white people here. You know what I mean? I get plenty of them here, dude. I want to see drunk Indian people. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I just like the whole vibe of Wyzag, and I think it could become a capital, like a tourist capital, dude. I really do. And I'm in on ground floor. Boom, ground floor, dude. Ground floor. All right, man. I've been rambling too long. I'll catch you guys later. Peace and much love.